What it do, SRT gang? It's your boy with the fat SwaggyReacts, and we are back with another reaction video, man. And yo, today for Scary Hour, bro, like, we gonna check out something a little bit different. Like, shouts out to the chapter. Like, this is another like scary. I'm guessing like a scary like channel. I want to say, like, as far as like people talking about like you know people cases, like murder cases and just like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I actually came across this channel like just by like just I mean by the browser joints. Like I was just happened to click and I seen that they had like almost 2 million subs. And like, bro, like they have some really dope content, bro. So I wanted to just come to this channel and just hopefully you guys like these type of videos as well, man. Just let me know down in the comment section. Like today we're gonna be checking out the disturbing case of Shawn Grate. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, bro. If you guys like scary stories or just scary like videos in general, I drop one of these every night, man. So like, share, comment, subscribe. I mean, let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. Again, write in the comment section on how you guys feel about these type of videos, man. For Scary Hour, I'm not gonna do these. I'm still gonna be doing Mr. Nightmare. I'm still gonna be doing like Mr. Ballin', so don't worry about that. Like I'm just going off this to try to get some new content on the channel. So let me know again like how you guys feel about these type of videos, man. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go.
If I cause any hate, bitterness, and then all of any of it, work on that. I ask you maybe forgive me. Find in your heart someday. I know not today, someday. Just move on from this life. And may justice be served today.
Hey, you, and welcome. My name is Mike, and in this old video right here, we're going to talk about a guy who is just... it's absolutely disturbing and pretty terrifying. This is the case of Shawn Grate, a serial killer who was active in Ohio from 2005 to 2016. It's believed he had about 5 victims, but with nearly all serial killers, that is up for debate, my friends. He had issues with the law in the past, but serial killer wasn't on the mind of police until one victim escaped and made a 911 call in 2016. And the horrific tale of what Shawn really did was brought to light.
Whoa. This
is definitely one of the most disturbing cases I've covered. So, without further ado, let's get into it. On September 13th, 2016, at 6:48 a.m., a 911 call was made from Ashland. It's a city about an hour from Cleveland. In this frankly alarming 911 call, a woman tells the 911 operator she's been kidnapped by a man named Shawn Grate.
911, what is the address to your emergency?
4th Street Laundromat.
What is it?
4th Street Laundromat.
What's the problem?
I've been abducted.
Who abducted you?
Shawn Grate.
Where's he at now?
Asleep.
Wait, bro. Like, is this no, wait. I seen this. This is the same video that was in, I'm like Mr. Like Mr. Nightmare. Like, I just did this, right? Because he was asleep. And then I was getting pissed off at her because the operator kept asking her questions. Like, bro, just get there. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, hold on.
Where's he sleeping at?
In the bedroom. I'm in the bedroom with them. Please hurry.
She called while he was sleeping, and she had taken his phone, but she was still in the room with him. She called for help, but she couldn't really say where she was, just that it was an abandoned house. She sounds, as you can imagine, absolutely traumatized.
For sure.
Does he have a weapon?
He's got a taser.
Yep, this is the video. Yep, this like we just did this, bro. But I didn't get into like actual details. Like I just got the high part of her, like them catching him. Wow. Yo, like, what a coincidence. I swear to God, y'all, yo, I did not know that this was that video right here, bro. Like, we just recently just reacted to this, bro. Wow, but not the full story, though. This is the full story right here. Let's continue.
Is there any way you can get out of the building?
Oh, my God.
Without waking him, and I'm scared.
Yo, like, bro, like, I'm so mind blown right now because we literally just reacted to this. I don't know how many times I said it already, but bro, we literally just reacted to this like a day ago or 2 days ago. Wow.
Is there a bathroom in the house?
The bedroom is closed, and he made it so it would make noise.
And if you told him you had to go to the bathroom, he would do something to you?
Yeah, because he had me tied up.
Oh my God. This is
Are you tied up
crazy.
now?
Yeah, but I kind of freed myself.
Alright, she's asking.
Is it his phone you have?
Are they on the way?
Yeah, we have officers we're sending.
Please send them up.
Are you bleeding from anywhere?
Not anymore.
Oh, this is crazy.
Where were you bleeding from? You don't have to talk if you don't need to, okay?
This operator was pissing me off, yo.
Do you know where he lives?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I woke him up.
You just set the phone down.
I'm a stalker.
What?
I'm a stalker.
Do you hear any officers outside? Okay, they're in the area.
At one point, she accidentally triggers his taser, and she fears she woke him up, but he went back to sleep.
Hurry up, get out here.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro.
Where is he?
Bedroom sleeping.
Wow, bro. Wow.
The police finally found her, and it was revealed that she'd been held there for 3 days as a sex slave. The woman, who has only ever been identified as Jane Doe, had known Shawn for about a month and a half before he kidnapped her. And it was while they were having lunch together, that's when he took her, after he told her he'd clothes to give her. They walked to his place, and that's when he overpowered her.
So when he started pulling the Bible from my hands, I just looked up, like, curious, like, what are you doing? And that's when he said, thank you. That's when he said, you're not going anywhere.
Shawn was arrested, but so much more about who Shawn really was and the things he had done was just about to come out.
Wow, bro.
Shawn Grate was born in 1976. Shawn's parents divorced when he was 6 years old, with his mother giving custody of Shawn and his brother to the dad, though he still continued to live with his mother. As a teenager, he was described as charming, always smiling, a real hit with the ladies. However, multiple women also found him to be controlling, jealous, and violent, which is not the best mix.
Right.
When he was 18 years old, Shawn was arrested for grabbing his girlfriend's throat. At 23, he broke into a 17-year-old pregnant girlfriend's home, choked her, and later threatened to kill her. 8 months later, he assaulted her again, and her sister this time, while holding a butcher knife after hiding all night under her couch, which is why it's important to always check on your...
Wait, under her couch? Yo, what kind of couches these people be having where people can hide under them? Like, what? Like, unless you cut the bottom out, I mean, I don't know.
Couches for lads with butcher knives. Could be Shawn. He spent about 4 years in prison for that one and was released in 2003. But he would continue to have assault, domestic violence, marijuana and alcohol charges laid against him over the coming years. And more. Over the years, he would exploit people, especially vulnerable women, any way he could. He fathered 3 children, 2 with girlfriends and 1 from a brief marriage. Court documents indicate his ex-wife once claimed, Shawn said, "If I can't see my daughter, then no one will." I wonder what he meant by that.
I mean...
Christina Hildreth, met Shawn in 2005, and they stayed together for about 5 years. And she said that after they began living together, Shawn was upset her children were with them as well, and characterized him as mentally abusive for the most part. Shawn wasn't the sharing type. He kind of wanted her all for himself, which, you know, I mean, he did kidnap someone, so that makes sense.
Toward the end, it was quite, you never knew what was going to set him off. One minute he was happy, laughing, fine. The next minute, he's looking at you evil, and he's just out there. He had just that way about making you very uncomfortable, your skin crawl, it was really creepy.
In June 2010, she was assaulted repeatedly by Shawn, including multiple blows to the face and being grabbed by the throat. Part of her hand was also fractured. She was able to get Shawn to let her go to the emergency room, and she initially told staff she had fallen. However, when Shawn left her alone...
Oh my God, she's fallen. Like, come on, bro. How could... Like, bro, like, guys that do that, bro, put their hands on females, I want to see y'all do the same thing to a male, bro. The same thing. Like, these females... Man, bro.
In the room with a nurse, she told staff what had really happened. And when the police were notified, Shawn just booked it. He was caught 4 days later when, get this, Christina told police that she believed Shawn was hiding inside her couch, and police found him there.
I got back from, staying with my mom, went to go feed my cats, get in my house. I could tell somebody was there. He had run from the hospital when the police came.
What did he do? He hid in the, what did he hide?
He hid in the bottom of my sofa. He'd actually climbed up into the bottom of the sofa and he hid there. I had went home to feed the cats. Things weren't right. Toilet seat was up. Food was not where it should have been.
How chilling is that he was
It's very chilling.
Of course they're starting to notice. There's a grown man crammed inside of a couch, for Christ's sakes. They're gonna notice.
He was sentenced to 180 days in jail. He kind of laid low for a while after that and became homeless, doing odd jobs here and there. That is, until, well... On August 16, 2016, a woman went missing in Ashland, 29-year-old Elizabeth Griffith. She suffered from a number of mental health issues. She wasn't reported missing, however, for over 3 weeks. On September 8, 2016,
3 weeks?
Her apartment was empty, and since last being seen at Walmart, no one had seen her for a while.
Oh, wow.
On September 8, 2016, another woman, 43-year-old Stacey Stanley, disappeared, also in Ashland. Her family filed a missing persons report the next day, and when they found her car, it seemed like it had been driven by someone else.
Damn.
It would be less than a week later that Jane Doe would make that 911 call, and Shawn would be arrested. The bodies of Elizabeth Griffith and Stacey Stanley were found in the house Shawn was arrested in. They had both been strangled to death.
Wow.
Prosecutors reveal gruesome details.
Wow, man. Wow, man.
It's about the deaths of 2 of his alleged victims, including how their bodies were hidden inside of an Ashland home.
Veteran BCI agent Ed Staley would later process an unimaginable crime scene. Black duct tape was all over an upstairs bedroom closet door, and there was a horrible smell.
Significant odor, yes.
Describe it, please.
It was deplorable.
Inside the closet and under a pile of clothing was the body of Liz Griffith. Prosecutors believe she had been strangled. Staley testified Griffith was naked, her body badly decomposing, and it appeared her arms and legs were tied. And on the concrete floor of the basement, another horrific find. The body of Stacey Hicks, under a blanket and piles of trash. Also a victim of strangulation.
Item of cloth. Crazy, I don't really know if it was clothing, but
it was
a ligature.
And like human beings, like guys like that, like just imagine just sleeping in the same house as these bodies, like that smell. But it's like, bro, like the second that you get caught, you know it's over. So it's like, bro, it don't even matter at this point, bro. Like, you're going down, you're not gonna get away with this, bro. Like, that's crazy, man.
Strangulation.
Item of cloth. I don't really know if it was clothing, but it was a ligature or a binding or a restraint that was around the neck of that human corpse.
The suspected serial killer showed little emotion as Staley identified other pieces of evidence found inside that Ashland house of horrors and displayed for the jury, including Stacey Hicks's car keys and weapons, a stun gun, and brass knuckles that may have been used against the victims.
Brass knuckles.
On the day of his arrest, Shawn also led police to a third murder victim, Candice Cunningham, in a neighboring county. While in jail, Shawn also confessed to a fourth victim, Rebecca Lacey. Her body had been found in 2015, but her death was originally ruled an overdose. Shawn said he strangled her after she stole $4 from him in a bar.
$4?
What he does when he...
$4, bro? $4? You want to commit a murder? Wow.
She stole $4 from him in a bar.
$4.
I wonder what he does when he gets really angry. And before it was over, he confessed to a fifth, Dana Lowry, whose body was found in 2007, but remained unidentified. He confessed to killing Dana, saying it was his first kill. And he did it because he thought she was part of a magazine scam. She was finally identified in June 2019 via DNA. Shawn Grate would fully cooperate with police, even demonstrating how he would kill these women.
Wow, bro.
On September 29, 2016, Shawn Grate pleaded not guilty to 23 charges outlined in an indictment, including the murders of Elizabeth Griffith and Stacey Stanley.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Found not guilty? What?
16. Shawn Grate pleaded not guilty to 23 charges outlined in an indictment, including the murders of Elizabeth Griffith and Stacey Stanley, even though he would tell the police and the press that he had done it.
What?
Shawn's attorneys later filed a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity.
No,
Prosecutors
bro.
sought the death penalty.
No, bro.
They were already dead, Shawn Grate wrote to me in one of 2 letters dated September 28th.
Like, they always try to plead insanity at that point, bro. No, bro, you know what you did, so you gotta pay with the consequences, bro, period. Like, what are you talking about? You trying to plead insanity now? Like, no, you know exactly what you was doing. Like, come on, man.
They were already dead, Shawn Grate wrote to me in one of 2 letters dated September 28th. Written in careful cursive on ruled loose-leaf paper, apologizing for sloppiness because he had to write with a small pencil. In his first letter, Grate tells me about facing himself in the mirror and promises to share exactly why he did it. And that's exactly what he did in the second letter, which I found folded neatly inside the original, signed copy of his indictment, the same document that lists his aggravated murder charges in the death of Stacey Stanley and Elizabeth Griffith. The charges came after a third woman who escaped led police to their bodies in this Ashland home last month. They were already dead, just their bodies were flopping wherever they can flop, but their minds were dead, Grate wrote, blaming government assistance for taking the minds of his victims. And so he finished the job with what he calls a horrible act of violent behavior. And he says this story began 5 years ago when he first reached out for government assistance. But he said he couldn't get enough, writing that he received $197 a month on a food card, though many bodies receive $700, he wrote. Grate uses the words bodies, victims, and people interchangeably, and the letter is scattered with Bible verses about death.
The defense and the prosecution both jointly requested and obtained a gag order preventing Shawn from communicating with the media, something serial killers tend to love to do. It's all about the attention.
Exactly.
He must have been living it up, loving the attention he was getting. But they put a stop to that because he was telling the judge one thing and the media something else. Right. Shawn's trial began on April 9th, 2018.
That's crazy, man.
Well, this day is a good day, mainly for all of you guys and myself. I hope we could just move on from all this. I don't know exactly, I can't say I'm normal, but, I know right from wrong. And mainly, just if I cause any hate, bitterness, and then all of any of it, work on that. I ask you maybe forgive me, Find your heart someday. I know not today, someday. Just move on from this life. And may justice be served today. That's most important. Elizabeth, Stacy, Lori, thank you for all your time. This mess, I'm sorry for all human beings that have to hear this. Okay? I'm sorry. Can't change nothing. Believe me, I would. Not for me, but for you guys. Thank you.
On May 2nd, Shawn pled guilty to 15 of the charges against him, but not to the murder of Stacy and Elizabeth. But he was found guilty of them and everything else, unsurprisingly.
Thank you.
On June 1st, he was sentenced to death.
We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, do hereby find that the aggravating circumstances that the defendant was found guilty of committing do outweigh the mitigating factors presented in this case by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. We therefore unanimously find that the sentence of death should be imposed upon Shawn M. Grate.
Guilty on all counts. That was the verdict the jury handed down in the murder trial of Shawn Grate.
It's not about him, it's about my mother.
His mother, Stacy Stanley, one of 2 women killed in Ashland at the hands of Shawn Grate.
Basically, you know, I'm just thankful that he got what is coming to him, you know. Like, my mom does deserve justice, you know. Everything he's putting on there, it's all about him, Shawn, Shawn, Shawn. It's not about Shawn, it's about my mother, about this other lady, Elizabeth, and every other woman that's in on that situation, you know.
An initial execution date was set upon conviction for September 13th, 2018. However, the execution was stayed due to a pending appeal, still pending to this day. In March 2019, Shawn also pled guilty to the murders of Rebecca Lacey and Candice Cunningham, and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In September 2019, Shawn also pled guilty to the murder of Dana Lowry, and was sentenced to life in prison without parole, plus 16 years.
Yes, sir. Meaning he's not getting out. No, he's never getting out. He's dying in prison. Know what I'm saying? And hold on. Let's continue. I'm gonna save my afterthoughts for after the video.
Really laying it on him, as they should. He's still there, waiting away for the old needle. This, I think, is up there with some of the most disturbing cases I've ever covered. And you gotta think, if Jane Doe hadn't made that 911 call and been rescued and then Shawn arrested, who knows, he could still be out there, like, to this very day.
I was just about to say that he could still be out there. If she would have never did that, like, he could still be out there right now killing people, bro. In like, Ohio or wherever he's at. Know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, come on, bro.
Shawn arrested, who knows, he could still be out there, like, to this very day, doing what he was doing. And it's especially worrying when you think that he took Elizabeth Griffith in the middle of August, Stacy Stanley at the start of September, Jane Doe in the middle of September. He was escalating. Previously there had been years between his crimes, and now it was like months. A couple of days. Maybe he wanted to be caught, maybe he got careless, or maybe he just had that urge. Though, thankfully he ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Not counting, you know, hell.
Facts. Wow, bro. Wow. Wait, hold up.
Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to the chapter, bro. Like, so this is a new channel right here, man, that I'm thinking about doing for Scary Hour. I just want to just, like, you know, just give you guys this video and tell me how you guys feel. So in the comment section, let me know how you guys feel about the video, man. How do you guys feel about this story, man? Like, do you guys feel like he got exactly what he deserved? Do you feel like he just should have, like I'm like, what do you feel like the I mean the court? Well, I do think like the court like did exactly what they were supposed to do as far as getting this man off the street, giving him like the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? And he is completely off our, like, you know, like out of our world, man. But let me know how you guys feel about this, man. Like, be safe out there, man. Lock up your house right now, man. Like, make sure it's already locked up. Lock up everything. And just make sure you guys are tuned in tomorrow when I drop another one, man. But like, I'm like, let me know like what else to check out on this channel as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, what videos to check out. You know what I'm saying? And SRT Gang, I am out this thing, man. Let's get it.